Hope everybody is doing good. Just wanted to come in and give you guys a little bit more context with the hunt for this buck and why I chose to name it More Than Just a Dead Deer, because this deer is far more than just a dead deer. Just to give you guys a little bit of a backstory on this, in case this is the one hunt from this year that you guys decided to actually watch. Long story short, this is a piece of property. It's over 200 acres. My wife and I finally bought it. It took way longer than I thought it was going to. We had multiple closing dates that kept getting canceled and moved and everything like that. So finally, instead of closing beginning of October, we closed on it beginning of November. Just a legitimate dream of mine since I was 10 years old, watching hunting shows, Realtree Outdoors and all that. These guys managing all this property and having their own place to hunt. It's just something that well, for over 20 years now, I guess I've been dreaming about, and it finally came true. I can't thank Sarah enough for going on this crazy journey with me. She had some health issues this year, so this property is going to allow us to not only build in the future, but also have a very large garden, because she has really switched up her diet and is eating pretty natural and very heavy on the plant-based side of things. So being able to have the room for a large garden for her is going to be great, and then obviously having all that land to try to manage, which I'll bring you guys along with as well, putting food plots in, establishing not just a food source but just overall habitat for whitetails. Dad and I started right off the bat running trail cameras. I think we had about 10 cameras out there this year. We're doing pretty good getting decent bucks on camera, and finally around the second week of October, High 6 showed up. Originally, for the longest time, for about a month actually, I called him High 5, you know, like high five, because I thought he was just a 5-pointer, but turns out eventually we got pictures of him and he did have a 6-point little brow tine that shoots straight out instead of up like the other side. This buck was pretty daylight active in October when we first got pictures of him, and then just was completely gone for almost a month exactly before we finally got pictures of him again in November. I said from the first second I saw that deer, I even told Dad multiple times, that's the deer I want. I had plenty of other good bucks. Cruz was another mature buck that was really nice, good heavy 8-point. Mr. Clean was a really nice buck. I was kind of hoping not to see him because he was kind of young, thinking he's only like a really good 2-year-old. So High 5, or I should just call him High 6 because that's what we changed his name to. High 6 was the one deer that I was really hoping I'd run into. The season, as you guys saw so far up to this point, if you've watched all the videos, super slow. Really kind of was starting to question whether or not I bought the right property. I was still getting plenty of daylight pictures, not only from High 6, but also other bucks moving around and does. We knew we were around them, we just were having a really hard time narrowing them down. Even High 6, running 10 trail cameras, I had him on every single trail camera within a 220 acre piece of property, which is really hard to pinpoint him. But the later in the season it goes, the more he starts to kind of narrow down where he wants to live and wants to travel. Got some really good intel from early December on where he's going into and coming out of. So second day of the muzzleloader season, Dad and I put a strategy together. We're going after him.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Try to catch me howling at the moon.
Morning. It is December 8th. Just met up with Dad. Just went down, hung out with him for a while. It's broad daylight. Our plan is to walk today, so we're not in a real rush to get out. But I'm gonna start up high here, go in where I saw that deer last night and explore some country I've never been in. It's not a whole lot of woods, so it's not gonna take me very long to explore it, but I think it's gonna be good wintering habitat, and there's hopefully some deer in there. So I'm gonna get dressed. I'm gonna wait for it to get a little bit lighter. Then I'm gonna head in. Dad's gonna do a big loop around the meadow and check out some country we've never been in before as well. So that's the plan for the morning, and we're just gonna let the day kind of take us as it goes. If we get on a fresh buck track, then we'll head off on him. Just gonna have the camera in the pocket, sandwich in my pocket, batteries in my pocket, GoPro on the chest. Just see what we run into today. So I've already had to adjust what I'm doing. Wind's kind of pushing this way with a little bit of west pushing this way. I wanted to go in up on this hill and down in and go this way, but I'm gonna have to go all the way up and around, down in, and then hook back through this area. But I remembered the electrical tape today, so we're good to go. I'm in some nice country, but so far I haven't seen any fresh tracks from last night or this morning. Speaking of that, there's tracks right here, but looks like a doe track from yesterday. Small. They're eating on this cedar. A little bit. That's cool. But this is the freshest sign I've seen. Looks like a doe and a lamb. We head off this way, but I want to go over here and then start my hook back. Kind of works out nice because I'll be headed back towards the truck anyway, so that's kind of nice. Might just stand here for a minute though, because it's kind of nice right here. It looks like a few different deer were here at some point. So I called for a little bit in this spot. It was really good actually. There were some beds right there, obviously tracks that were feeding on some cedars. It was just a doe and a lamb and a smaller buck, maybe even a doe, another doe. So I stood there for a little bit, just a really pretty spot. It's actually the spot that I'm gonna put a food plot in through this winter and next year anyway, so I know it pretty well. I like it a lot, sets up really good. So long story short, I start walking, I go probably 30 more yards. I'm standing just about right in the middle of where the food plot's gonna be. I can see my trail camera 10, 15 yards away, maybe at best. And it's really calm, really quiet. The wind completely stopped. And out in the swale grass I hear, bleh, bleh, 2 grunts. I then, of course, panic, throw out a grunt. I probably should have hit the GoPro and started rolling right from there, but you have those wind pick up and you're not sure if you're hearing a tree creaking or not, so I'm just like, I'm ultra focused, completely forget about to even turn the GoPro on at this point. So I'm just really trying to focus and figure out, is this actually a deer that's grunting at me, or am I just hearing a tree cracking? So I grunt a few more times, wind picks up, I don't hear anything, wind stops, bleh, bleh, closer. I hit the GoPro, just basically as soon as I hit the GoPro, I see a deer coming through the woods. Guys, I just killed. I just killed high 6, you guys. I just freaking killed high 6. I just freaking killed high 6. You gotta be kidding me. I just killed high 6. You have got to be freaking kidding me right now. This is not even real life. This is not even real life. I just killed high 6. I just killed high 6. Oh my God, I gotta call Dad. I don't even know what just happened, but I just freaking killed high 6. I just killed high 6. Oh my God. Oh, I hope he has service. Oh man, I hope he has service. I barely do.
Oh my God, I saw that massive rack.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
I just killed him.
Oh my God.
I just freaking killed. I just killed high 6, Dad. It's high 6. He's dead 50 yards from me. I just killed him at like
Oh my
20
God.
yards. Right at my trail camera.
You didn't hear me yell?
No. I just kept saying, I just kept saying, I just killed high 6. I just killed high 6. I didn't think he was that big, and then I put my scope up, and I don't know how well my GoPro got it, but I just shot him at like 20 yards maybe. We just freaking killed the deer on our own land, Dad.
I know it.
Oh my God.
I,
Oh my God, you guys, we just killed high 6, December 8th. This felt like, I'm not gonna lie, I think every hunter has just this kind of like gut feeling about the day. And the whole walk, I was envisioning that. I had a feeling that was the deer I was gonna see. I just really can't even believe it. I'm in shock. I just killed probably actually my #1 buck I wanted to shoot this year. From the ground, walking. GoPro hopefully got the majority of it. I'm gonna watch it back here and wait for Dad to get here because I don't even want to look for him until Dad gets here. Oh, thank you, Lord. Gotta call Sarah too. I've already cried once and everything.
Oh, that was so awesome. It really was.
Oh,
The target buck.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm an emotional wreck right now.
Oh, you should have seen me. So then I'm looking, I wanted to see where that line was, so I looked up your map you sent me when you first. Yeah, I said, I'll start across. I start across, and I see the rack. Holy shit. So,
Could you see his body at all, or?
yeah. But he was coming through this.
Yeah, probably in and out of openings and stuff.
Coming through here and
Did he come out this way or did he come across?
through here.
Yeah. I called Sarah, and as soon as I called Sarah, I started bawling my eyes out. Just because it's such a, not necessarily,
Well, it's a relief.
well, it's a relief, but just everything with this place.
And that buck.
And that buck.
I can't believe it.
This way. We got Dad with us now.
Going to retrieve the buck.
Going to retrieve him, even though we know he's dead, so there's no surprise. But I really don't have a grasp of his rack size, other than he's the biggest 6-point I've ever seen.
Wow, I like that rack. It's thicker than I thought.
Look at the blood.
Holy cow, he did some thumping, right?
He might, I don't know if he's 200. Wow, what a sight. Holy cow. His antlers are way bigger than I thought.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Nice. Wow. Look at the mass. Get right in here for me.
Yeah.
Let me get him. We're gonna get him looking a little bit better, and we'll give you guys a better look at him. We finally did it, guys. What a long season. I can't even believe I'm sitting behind this deer. Happened fast. I don't know how good the GoPro footage is gonna be, but really happy. This is the #1 deer I wanted. He's rutted down pretty good. His spine's all bumpy. Might have been 200 pounds in his prime back in October, early November, but he is what he is now, that's for sure. This is a buck we named High 5 and then had to rename High 6 once we got pictures of this little guy. Just my first muzzleloader buck, and just a really long season. Our first deer on our own land. I've already had one emotional breakdown. I'm gonna try not to have another one. Yeah, I just can't even believe it. I know this footage from this year was a little bit slow, but we were, as you guys could see each video, we were seeing deer, and finally getting on them. So Dad and I are gonna take some pictures. We're gonna enjoy the rest of the day. Shot them at like 7:50 in the morning, so we got nothing but time. And then the rest of the week, try to get the old man, Daddy O1. High 6, absolute fulfilling a childhood dream is what this hunt was. Nothing can, I don't even have the words right now because it's just such an overwhelming thing. Even to this day, you know, it's only about a week later now, but just sitting here thinking about it, and it's just so unbelievable. I have the best wife, the best family, raised in a hunting family. My dad taught me more about the outdoors than he probably ever even realized, and just so grateful to have him there with me. It would have been awesome to have Sarah there as well, obviously, but to have him there with me, for him to see the deer just before it walked into my crosshairs, to be able to share that moment with him was really special. First deer on my own piece of land. Man, I don't think I can explain to you guys how special High 6 is to me. He's an amazing animal. So happy to have him. It's a little sad too, you know, you spend all this time mentally focused on a deer, and I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't completely focused on him. He's not like, it wasn't like I was pinpointing him, only gonna shoot him this year. But he was always in the back of my mind. He was always that one deer that I wanted to see when I pulled trail cameras, the one deer I was hoping to see when I was sitting. So to be able to close the chapter on him is really cool, but it is sad because he's an awesome animal. 4-year-old deer probably. I don't think he's any older than that. I didn't do the whole weighing him after because I was by myself, but he dressed out 178 pounds. Just a bag of bones. He was really run down from the rut. But yeah, I can't even believe it. And I want to thank you guys for watching watched the whole season, kind of stuck with the whole story with us. I really appreciate it. Everybody that's buying merchandise from us really helps support us. I'm trying to get some new camera gear to kind of help tell the story a little bit better so that I don't have to just run off the GoPro on the chest. I might be able to do some different things. So all that is doing is contributing to me making better videos for you guys at the end of the day. And I do really, truly appreciate all the support, comments, likes, subscribers, all that stuff. It's mind-blowing to me because I have a hard time picturing just me and like my family watching it, but there's actual people out there. You guys are actually out there watching me out in the woods struggle and be successful, and that's super cool. So just want to appreciate it, guys, and I'm going to end this video with a clip of High 6, and it's just him being him, and I don't think that there's a better way to close out this video. Try not to get emotional right now, because but this is High 6. My favorite video of him just a few days before we got him.